Hi, and welcome to today's July 2nd stimulus check and stimulus package update. I have some positive stimulus check 2 information that I want to share with you. If you're a subscribed member of my community, then welcome back. And if you're not, consider subscribing right now for all the best updates and other smart money tips. All right, can I just say that I love my community? You guys are always liking my videos and giving me the best comments. Some of them just crack me up. I want you to know that, even though I get thousands and thousands of comments a day, I try to read through as many as I can. So if I don't get back to you, don't take it personally, but I do love reading your comments. Okay, now today I want to share a positive development around the second stimulus check and also the stimulus package program. President Trump was asked point blank about stimulus check 2 for the people. He responded by saying, "I support actually larger numbers than the Democrats, but it's got to be done properly." Trump said, "I want the money getting to the people to be larger so they can spend it. I want the money to get there quickly and in a non-complicated fashion." As you know from my previous videos, what is actually on the table right now is the $1,200 check. So we can only assume he means higher than $1,200. President Trump did go on to say that the $600 per week unemployment was too much and created a disincentive to work. The data actually supports what he said. 5 out of 6 people that are receiving the $600 unemployment are making more per week than they were before the unemployment situation. To those that got this generous boost, I would say be wise with that money, because you probably won't see that amount of money continue after the month of July. It is expected that there will be some sort of additional help and that there will be some continuation of unemployment. But until we see the final bill drafted, we don't know what that amount will be. Now, I do want to point out that as of right now, some kind of bonus or pay increase for essential workers is still on the table. But again, we need to see what is included in the final bill. Trump then said, "I want the money getting to the people to be larger so they can spend it." I believe he is saying stimulus check 2 needs to be larger, and that he is specifically talking about money directly to the people, where on some of my videos I've said, hey, let's not get our hopes up. It sounds like he's talking about the package. This was specifically about checks to the people. I've been saying since May that money to the people is money to the economy. The people will spend that money, and it will go to businesses and jobs. It will also solve a ton of problems: back rent, mortgage payments, car payments, the ability to pay for your groceries, to get back on your feet. As of right now, from what he said, it sounds like it includes a broad range of people, right? So I know that there's going to be seniors, SSDI, SSI, veterans that are going to ask in the comments, am I included? As of right now, it sounds like you are. So again, I don't ever like to get hopes up on my channel, but it sounded like it was pretty broad and that he wanted it to be money to the people so that they have money to spend. As a business owner, I would love more money to come to my business, but just having a business open doesn't create demand. People have to want what you're offering and be willing to spend money. That creates demand, which in turn creates jobs. So I do think we'll see some kind of additional PPP to small businesses, but I also think that they're realizing that money to the people is a good thing. Okay, Trump then said he wants the next round of money to go out in an uncomplicated manner. So if you didn't see my video yesterday, go back. In Senate hearings, they were grilling high-ups at the IRS about how would it be to send out a second round of checks. So check out that video. Okay, yesterday, many of you said in the comments that you have given up hope about a second stimulus check. Let me know in the comments, based on what I'm sharing with you yesterday and today, do you still have doubts that a second check is coming? Do you think that this is just a dog and pony show? Or do you think that there will actually be a second stimulus check? Let me know in the comments. I personally believe, I have read every single day, and my conclusion is that there will be some sort of stimulus to the people. But based on what I'm seeing now, with COVID cases increasing, I think we will also see a little bit more money to small businesses. Okay, so let me go through this. You know, I want to say that even though I'm being positive right now, I always try to be positive, even with bad news. But I can say that I honestly believe that this has taken too long. And I can also say that I'm very disappointed in the Senate, that they are going on break for 2 weeks instead of seeing this as a national emergency and working on that. But I do believe that when they get back to their home states, there are still going to be discussions, there are still going to be bills that are being written. And again, I say that because when we were all irritated with the Senate going on break, that's when all the bills started coming out and the chatter and then the HEROES Act, right? So again, I'm disappointed in them, but that's when a lot of activity happens. So I'm hoping that we see that as well. Okay, now today's job report came out. The data shows 4.8 million jobs were added in the month of June, which pushed the unemployment level down closer to about 11%. So this is very good news, right? But does this data hurt our chances of a second stimulus? I don't think so. I think that the Senate and the President are going to see these numbers and this progress as a winning horse that they want to put more money on, instead of seeing it as a sinking ship that they don't want to put more money into. So that's my opinion, just what I'm reading and what I'm hearing from different members of Senate, from House representatives, and also from the President himself. Hey, now if you found this video helpful and you haven't given it a like yet, will you please give it a like so that YouTube will share it with others? And please, will you personally share this on Facebook and Twitter? There are many people that need to hear this positive new development. Okay, now I know many of you might be thinking, yes, this is a positive development, but it's moving too slow. I just want to say that I don't disagree with you. I do think it's moving too slow. And I wish I could make it go faster for you. I'm aware that many of you are struggling financially. Some of you have lost a place to live. Others are struggling with how to put food on the table. 2 nights ago, a woman told me that she and her 3-year-old daughter watch my show from the homeless shelter. That's hard to read. My eyes were filled with tears. All I can say is, please, if you're watching this video, keep your head up. I've lived through the lost jobs. I've lived through unemployment. I have personally been on food stamps. I have had to short sell a house after the Great Recession, which made my self-esteem plummet. I have also lived through the fear of how do I keep my head up while I have children that depend on me and a wife that depends on me. I have lived through that lost hope. So when I say keep your heads up, that's coming from someone who has had to live through crap and came out the other side okay. I'm not in a mansion, I'm not on a yacht, but I've been through that. If you are feeling suicidal, please reach out to the suicide hotline. Do not make a permanent decision based on a temporary situation. Things can get better, and I believe they will get better. On a positive note, the next round of stimulus will also focus on getting kids back to school safely. This is a big deal, as schools make up a large portion of our economy. Schools employ a lot of people, and they also create millions of secondary jobs that feed into that school system, such as food production, ranchers, dairy farmers, all kinds of school supplies. I mean, just think about everything that goes into running a school system. This focus will not only make it safe for our kids to go back to school, but it will also allow parents to go back to work. No one can be a good employee and a homeschool teacher at the same time. It just stretches us too thin. So for me, this is also another bit of positive data. Yesterday, Many of you mentioned that just this week you received your IRS tax refund. Thank you for sharing that so that I could share that with the community. I'm glad to see that the IRS is working through those returns and also those refunds. So that's another bit of good news. For those of you that owe taxes on July 15th, keep in mind that if you don't have the money for the taxes right now, you can make payment arrangements, and usually the interest that's charged is very, very low. So don't let owing taxes be another to-do list item that weighs you down. Lastly, to the few people on my comment section that wished COVID on me and my family, to you I would say, not cool. All right, now Andrea from the community asks, has anyone ever told you you look like Clark Kent? Yes, I have heard that. By the way, I will most likely be doing another YouTube live next Tuesday or Wednesday evening. I will let the community know. I'm just trying to move some things around in my calendar so that can happen. If you haven't joined my community yet, please consider subscribing right now and being a part of this wonderful community. As a final note, a new study done by me revealed that people in this community are amazing. So please don't forget that you are amazing, and I will see you on the next video.